So good afternoon. I am here to talk to you about the latest and newest pan-regional partnership for the UK. Exciting times. Some of you may have come across the Oxfam corridor, the Oxfam arc, the Oxfam innovation. God knows how many iterations we have been, but we're finally born as the pan-regional partnership. I remembered, you may notice there's a little bit of a theme. There is a bit of a rewind and fast forward through the next 15 to 20 minutes. I remember sitting in that audience 2 years ago, 2021, at the conference, thinking to myself, there is so much that is coming, but I can't tell anyone. And I was sitting with my then boss, Beth, and we were just going, we should be there telling them what's coming. And he was going, we can't do it. So fast forward 2 years later, here I am. I don't know whether that was a curse or a visualization for you, but I am here in full flesh, life and all. Can I ask, how many of you know what a pan-regional partnership is? Good. Oh, this is going to be excellent, even better, because I could be talking about anything and you will think I know what I'm talking about. So a pan-regional partnership is a partnership, the pan-regional partnership for the Oxford-Cambridge region. And believe me, we're working on a brand and a name, and it will be catchy and sexy, and it'll be everything that you expect to. But at the moment, we're sticking to either PRP or the partnership. The one for the Oxford-Cambridge region is here to very much champion this region for a global, at a global stage, to attract international investment, to talk about enhancing the environment, and many other things which I will cover today. But just to give you a scale of what we're covering, because we're not a defined boundary region. We cover anything from the bottom where Havery Park, which I'm not sure whether it's here, Havery Park is at the very south of Oxfordshire, all the way through the central region, covering up to the Fens and Peterborough, and covering the central region, which is Bucks, Northamptonshire, Bedfordshire, Milton Keynes, and so on and so on. Hence, Silverstone is right one of the jewels in the crown for us, and we were delighted when we got invited to come and talk to you about. We are endorsed and funded by government, and we got a letter supporting the start of the pan-regional partnership in shadow form, which means kind of draft stage, if you want to think about it, back in January. We then started working towards a formal board, a formal way in which we were going to be operating, and so on. If you think about the Midlands Engine, the Northern Powerhouse, the Thames Estuary, the Western Gateway, and their latest Southwest Great pan-regional partnership, we are one of those pan-regional partnerships. So the Midlands Engine and the Northern Powerhouse are our big sisters who have been operating for years on end. So we're learning quite a lot from them, and I will explain a little bit more about it. We are very much here to champion the region at an international stage, but also to facilitate and combine collaboration, partnership work, and above all, trying to work on projects which have got a regional scale for the benefits of our communities and our businesses. And this is very much, I'm looking like a politician when I'm talking at the moment, saying these things. We are doing that in a way in which we are amplifying the innovation activities in the region. We're shouting louder than we can sometimes about the successes of what we have and those hidden jewels in the crown. We're putting together and developing an international investment atlas and prospectus to be able to attract international investors into the region. We're also working and pursuing a very specific environmental agenda, and at the same time trying to come out with solutions to overcome some of the challenges which are related to nature, which are water related, energy related, and so on. This is quite an exciting project that we're working on at the moment, which is a data observatory. So it's a new data observatory. And again, there is a number of data observatories or the pan-regional partnerships are now running. So we're learning from them, and we're trying not to make the mistakes that they're doing, and we're working across the UK with them. But this will give us the evidence that we need to influence and inform some of the decisions that are going to be made in the coming years at any level, and anyone will be able to access it. And for me, my love and my passion is very much about collaboration, networking, being able to bring people together and create that serendipity that so much is needed for people to be in the right place at the right time and talk about the right thing. We do have a very streamlined board, and I'm just showing you this because we had a leadership group of hundreds of people that came together before. So we have streamlined it, new board, new chair, Deepesh, who is the current chair of Highways England, if I'm not wrong. We do have a new managing director, Richard Hutchins, and then we've got representatives from institutions, public sector, the universities group, the business and innovation sector, and we've got a new non-executive director who's going to be announced soon, representing the environment. So this is as streamlined as we could put it together. Our mission statement, which is very wordy, and if any of you have seen me doing presentations, I'm all about pictures and visuals and videos, but I had to stick to the plan that I was given by our comms person. So a mission statement, and why you read it, I tried to put it on simple words so that can be translated into this, because I'm always thinking if I'm doing a presentation, I need to have language which is actually being able to be understood by children. So for me, that mission statement translates into profiling the region at an international stage, using the region's strengths and opportunities to compete for global investment for the UK. Fundamentally, is very much about improving lives of the community, enhancing the ecosystem for businesses to succeed, and doing that in a very environmental progressive way. So this is very much an introduction of what a pan-regional partnership is, but very much the introduction to your pan-regional partnership, because this is your pan-regional partnership. And I'm just working in a way so that we can produce a number of initiatives and projects so that you guys and the rest of the Oxford to Cambridge population, whether it's communities and business or businesses, can actually benefit. We work, we've talked about what we are, who we are, why we're doing this, and the way in which we're delivering this is we've got three main, you can call it business departments. I'd rather talk about that, talk more business than anything. So we've got an innovation department, an environmental and sustainability department, and a data department. The innovation and economy is the one that hopefully I'm going to engage you, and you are going to find really interesting in a little bit because it's more relevant to a business audience. But the environment, just in case any of you would like to get involved, it's still very much open to anyone who wants to engage with them. And there is a lead officer with my equivalent, Nathan Veer, who is doing the environment. And they have got a number of principles, which is to protect, restore, and enhance the environment. They are talking about challenges and so on. And just to give you an example, we also work across. So we've got the satellite catapult, where it's Matt there at Westcote, that is actually doing some work with our environment group to understand the water scarcity in the area, using the satellite so that we get the data and we can actually do something about that. So that's an example of what we are trying to do. We're not delivering the work ourselves, but we're able to convince and being the catalyst of things happening. Or like my 18-year-old San, who is at university, calls it staff, which apparently is more kind of what everyone understands. Arthur Leger, who is the other member of the team leading on our stream, and I'm working closely with him because my projects are going to be able to benefit from that, is leading on the data observatory, and we hope this is going to be operating next year. And this is very much, again, a data observatory where you will be able to question and ask about specific data that you may need for a sector or geography, a demographic, whatever it is that you may be able to need, and actually go to the data observatory, and hopefully with a little bit of magic, the data analyst will be able to produce it with you for you instantly. So it's going to be quite an innovative way of trying to access data, and public sector, the public sector representatives on our board are very excited about that as well. Now, into my two biggest passions, apart from my son and my dog, innovation and investment, and collaboration and networking. So one of the reasons why I was so thrilled when Pim said to me, can you come and talk to us, is because I was able to talk to you about those two passions of mine and finally share what we're doing with you. How many of you know about something called the Great Britain International Investment Atlas? Okay, this is even better. There is a Great Britain International Investment Atlas. I talked to the guys who actually maintain it and developed it. And out of the 91, 92 investable propositions in the Atlas, 4 of them are within the Oxford to Cambridge region. Hold on a sec. 3 of them are in Oxfordshire, 1 of them in Milton, Keynes. That's it. No more. Don't go any further. So when we did back in spring 2022, we're going back again. We rewinded last year. We did an international investment plan. We produced one, and one of the recommendations was, guys, there's an international investment atlas. It doesn't have many propositions from the area. We need to have our own. So don't ask me how. We got some funding in December. I got the call and I was told you can get the wheels rolling. We went through scoping, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this. The second love of mine, which is collaboration and networking, it's going to come in the shape of an innovation network of networks next year. And if I get through my next project, which is in the pipeline at the moment, agreed by the board on Thursday, I will be able to share with you afterwards what that third one is. But it's got to do something related to what I was doing a few years ago. So watch this space. The International Investment Atlas came across because we don't have much on the Great Britain one. We had an international investment plan, and it recommended that we should have our own, but also the other PRPs, Midlands Engine, Northern Powerhouse, have got their own atlas, have got their own investment agency, their inward investment institutions. So we finally came into the agreement that we got the funding to have our own international investment atlas, which is a digital platform which is going to showcase investable propositions in the area to attract global investment. Investable propositions of around £50 million. And there is a reason we found a gap. There was inward investment that was covered through the LEPs, through the combined authority and so on, that was looking at the smaller amount of money. We didn't want to step on the toes of the inward investment managers or the teams from the district councils. We wanted to work with our colleagues at the Department of Business and Trade to put something that was going to attract big money into the area. It will actually showcase the area as a valuable asset of science and technology in the UK. and it will be able to add a lot of value, finance, but also resources coming into the area and trigger a lot of benefits in a ripple effect. I'm looking at Pim because apparently he's got, okay, we've got 3 minutes, we can do this. Let me take you through the journey. December 2022, I got the call, we're going to do this. January 23, we got the scope. May 23, we appointed our consultants. We started our inception phase. So through the inception phase, we came out with 12 specific sectors that were prominent, emerging, or very much vibrant in the area. We came up with a number of critical success factors that we wanted the investment opportunities to be measured against, and we started working on an index of assets within the region, an index of assets such as the Silverstone technology cluster or some of the advanced manufacturing facilities in the area. We then put out a call for expressions of interest, again, £50 million minimum for foreign direct investment or capital investment. They came through a couple of weeks ago. We're assessing them. It's fun and difficult because I know some of the people who've put the calls through, but the consultants are doing the assessment process. So at least I don't get, so I'm just there to answer questions. At the same time, we had a data dashboard designed for us, which will be prominent on the platform itself. And we're kicking off the narrative process on Friday with 2 workshops at our conference just down the road. Once we have a draft, we'll be able to agree a final version and launch at UK REEF in May 2024. And if you've been to UK REEF, this year is 12,000 people coming, all going down to Leeds to try to do business and find prospects to invest. So we're very excited we've secured a pavilion. And if any of you want to come to UK REEF and have an opportunity to be in our pavilion, more than welcome to do that. The Innovation Network of Networks, it's pretty much what it says in the tin. March 2023, we got a team of people talking to network operators and leaders, such as Pim himself, to talk about the value of coming together with other networks. Everyone agreed, and they decided that they either wanted to be involved hosting, providing information, or actually providing speakers. So we're going to be bringing them 4 times a year, and we're going to produce an annual report in order to showcase some of the successes of the area in the arena of collaboration and networking. And just because I've got 30 seconds, if you're interested in learning a little bit more and finding out about our catchy, new, sexy name, hopefully, go into the contact page. But if you want to follow the process of the International Investment Atlas, go into Invest and you'll find more about it. How is that for 20 minutes? Thank you.